The history of the Amazon jungle. Have you ever wondered how the world's largest rainforest came to be? The Amazon jungle, a vast ocean of green stretching across 9 countries in South America, is often called the lungs of our planet, but its story is far older and far deeper than most of us realize. The Amazon is not just a forest, it is a living time capsule that holds secrets of Earth's ancient past, lost civilizations, and the struggle between nature and human ambition. To understand the history of the Amazon, we need to go back tens of millions of years. After the age of the dinosaurs, South America was an isolated continent covered in lush vegetation and giant rivers. Around 55 million years ago, the region that is now the Amazon basin began to take shape. At that time, much of the area was under a massive inland sea known as the Pebas system. Over millions of years, tectonic movements created the Andes Mountains to the west. As the Andes rose higher, they changed the direction of the rivers, draining the ancient sea and giving birth to what would eventually become the mighty Amazon River. The river began flowing eastward toward the Atlantic Ocean, and with it came an explosion of life. Trees, insects, reptiles, birds, and mammals, forming one of the most diverse ecosystems on Earth. Long before European explorers ever set foot in South America, the Amazon was home to millions of indigenous people. These ancient civilizations were far more advanced than once believed. Archaeologists have discovered traces of vast cities, roads, and farmland hidden beneath the forest canopy. Evidence that the Amazon was not an untouched wilderness, but a carefully managed landscape. These people practiced a unique form of sustainable agriculture, using a special type of fertile soil known as terra preta, or black earth. This soil was man-made, enriched with charcoal and organic matter to help crops thrive even in the nutrient-poor rainforest ground. Through this innovation, ancient Amazonians were able to support large populations while living in harmony with nature. But much of this human presence disappeared after European contact. Diseases brought by explorers and colonizers wiped out entire communities, leaving behind the silent ruins that nature slowly reclaimed. When the first Europeans arrived in the 16th century, they were astonished by the vastness of the forest. In 1541, Spanish explorer Francisco de Orellana became the first known person to travel the entire length of the Amazon River. He returned with tales of golden cities and fierce female warriors, whom he compared to the Amazons of Greek mythology, and that's how the jungle got its name. The following centuries brought waves of explorers, missionaries, and fortune seekers. Many came looking for riches, gold, spices, and exotic plants, but few understood the forest's true complexity. The harsh environment, diseases, and wildlife made survival difficult. Still, stories of hidden civilizations and untapped resources kept drawing adventurers deeper into the green unknown. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the Amazon entered a new and darker chapter, the rubber boom. The discovery that rubber could be harvested from the latex of Amazonian trees turned the region into a gold rush zone. Thousands of people flocked to the forest to profit from this new industry. While some became wealthy, many indigenous communities suffered immensely. They were forced into labor, their lands were destroyed, and entire cultures were disrupted. The boom eventually collapsed when rubber seeds were smuggled to Southeast Asia, where plantations made production cheaper. But the social and environmental scars of that era still remain today. In the 20th and 21st centuries, the Amazon has faced new threats: large-scale deforestation, mining, cattle ranching, and climate change. The forest, which once seemed endless, is now shrinking at an alarming rate. Each tree cut down means the loss of countless species and the release of carbon that accelerates global warming. Yet, hope remains. Scientists, activists, and indigenous groups are working tirelessly to protect and restore the Amazon. Modern technology, from satellite monitoring to reforestation projects, is helping us understand and preserve what's left. Indigenous peoples, whose ancestors once built thriving societies here, continue to defend the forest as both their home and the heart of the Earth's ecological balance. The history of the Amazon jungle is not just the story of a forest, it's the story of life itself. From ancient seas and rising mountains to lost civilizations and modern struggles, the Amazon reminds us of our deep connection to nature. As we look to the future, one truth becomes clear: Protecting the Amazon is not just about saving trees or animals, it's about preserving a living legacy that sustains our entire planet. The Amazon has survived for millions of years. The question now is, can we ensure it survives the next 100?